Hi, Nadira. How are you today?
Hello. Thank you for seeing me today on a short notice.
So how's it been going? How's your week been going so far?
Oh, that very hectic week. My
What
husband
made
is
it?
not in town
Mhm.
because he's not in town, I get to fit everything that I have to do when he's not here, and it
Mhm.
can be very hectic.
Mhm. So what are some of the tasks that you have to do that are hectic?
Well, today actually, this is what I'm going to talk about. Today, I took a big step
Mhm.
because I have been a runner all my life.
Mhm.
But my husband is, okay, a couch potato.
Mhm.
So I like to exercise, and I've exercised all my life, and especially, it relieves my stress. And to me, running, exercising is a good thing. After I go to the gym,
Mhm.
I feel much better. If I go for a run outside, I feel much better. But he doesn't believe in that. He believes it's a waste of energy, and that we should be making our brain works more. He said, my brain works less when I exercise, which is not true. My
Mhm.
brain works more when I exercise. Anyway,
Mhm.
but instead of him pulling me to his side, you
Mhm.
know, upset, instead of me pulling him to my side, he was able to pull me to his side. So I stopped running for the past, let's say, 3 4 months.
Mhm.
I've been walking because I was in Europe, so I walked a lot, but I'm not doing the exercise that I should do and all that. And I have a hernia. I have a very bad hernia in my neck. I have
Mhm.
5 cervical hernias. So my arms are very weak, and if I don't exercise, my arms get even weaker.
Mhm.
So every time I have to find time to exercise, my God, something else comes up. We have
Mhm.
to do this, we have to do that, and it's not easy when you're on the go and on the run and hotels to find the time to actually, you know, go do this between meetings and between stuff. So I heard about a very good trainer down in Emory,
Mhm.
and apparently all the doctors are using it, and the dean, who's a very good friend of my husband, is using it, and everybody was like, oh, Nadira, you should go to see this trainer. I was like, okay, another guy with big muscles and tattoos, and I'm gonna see him, and then I'm gonna be like so intimidated, and I'm like, why should I try this? And he said, no, you need to go. Just give it a try. And actually, even today was like a very bad day. Like the weather was horrible,
Mhm.
but I had an appointment with him at 8:30 in the morning, and it was cold and rainy and everything. I don't care. I woke up like at 6 and I got
Mhm.
ready, and I went there and I saw him. And uh and I can tell you it's the best thing I've ever done for a very long time.
Good. Good. I'm very proud of you.
Mhm.
You're finally taking steps to self care, and you enjoy exercising. It's very important to you, and you're doing things for yourself. So I'm really glad to hear that because I know this is very important to you.
Yep. So I think what's very different about him is that he's not like the other trainers.
Mhm.
He's actually Indian origin, and you know how like Indian are like skinny and stuff.
Mhm.
So he's actually into like the wellness part of it, like, you know. So he doesn't make you like do 110 push-up, and it's about blood circulation. And what
Mhm.
was so funny is that the minute I walk there, he goes, your posture is bad, your posture. And then he put his fingers on my back,
Mhm.
exactly at the point where it hurts.
Mhm.
He goes, does it hurt here? And I was like, what? How did you know? So he's a physiotherapist,
Mhm.
and so he studied psychology and physiotherapy.
Mhm.
So he really understands both parts. So I was very impressed by him.
Mhm.
So Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna go. That's because I woke up so early, and so I'm gonna go again on Friday, and I'm gonna go on Friday, yes. And hopefully I'm gonna get him to come and see my husband. Now my husband's not gonna go to the gym there. We're gonna have to drag this man over here and
Mhm.
see if he can do it in the building here.
Mhm.
But let's see.
Yeah, I know it can be hard sometimes. Trying to encourage people to do things that they're not interested in. I know from personal experience, I've tried to drag friends into the gym and everything, and it'll work the first couple of days, but then after that, they give up. So um, I'm hoping that you will continue to encourage your husband, and I'm hoping he will enjoy it just as much as you do.
Yeah, because at my age, I really need to do it. If not,
Mm-hmm.
they say, the statistics say that after a certain age, men, have more heart attacks than women, but then at after 50, women level off. And
Mm-hmm.
actually after 55, I think, or something, women are more at risk than men of heart disease. And here where we live in Atlanta, it is they call it the red belt because of
Mm-hmm.
how many strokes and heart attacks
Mm-hmm.
people have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're doing this because of not only because you enjoy it, but you also see the benefits for your health as well. Um,
Yep.
so how would you react if your husband um, disagrees with going to see this doctor?
Oh,
Well,
God help us. Oh, so my husband is a scientist. So my husband believes in the pills he invents. So believe if you have cholesterol, well, take a cholesterol pill. You have diabetes, well, take a diabetes pill.
mm-hmm.
You know. So and I don't like to take any pills. So yesterday I went also and saw. Yesterday I saw a functional medicine. So
Mm-hmm.
I researched until finally I found a functional medicine lady doctor,
Mm-hmm.
and I went there. And I was so happy because she does everything like by herbs and stuff like that. And I
Mm-hmm.
just discovered something very, very important, which no doctor has ever told me. And I've been to the best doctors. I've been to Mayo Clinic. I've been to many, many doctors. And
Mm-hmm.
every time I go to the doctor and they say, "What's your problem?" And I say, "Well, I have a lot of acid reflux and I can't sleep at night and I have indigestions all the time, da da da." They say, "Oh, okay, take this." So they give me these beta blockers, whatever that blockers that they give you to stop your stomach from making acid, which it never helps.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I take it, and even if I take over the counter like Maalox or stuff like that, it doesn't help. So
Mm-hmm.
this doctor said something very different. That she said, "Where are you from?" And I told her. She said, "Well, you guys from that part of the world, people who come from the Mediterranean,
Mm-hmm.
well, you guys have a different kind of genetics than people who come from Africa or people who come from New Zealand. And you're different. People around the Mediterranean, their stomach doesn't produce acid. Therefore, you have all that. So you need to take acid." I thought she was crazy. I was like, what are you talking about, Willis? This can't happen. What are you talking about? I'm paying you money to tell me this? And she's like, "You have got to trust me. Here, take those pills." And these are acid pills. They're called HCl pills. And she sells like 10 pills for like $1. She
Mm-hmm.
goes, "Why don't you take that and try one pill?" And I said, she goes, "Go eat some food that really upsets your stomach and see what happens." And I said, "Okay." And I did. And I
Mm-hmm.
took this one pill, and then she gave me like a drink that she put like with water, and it
Mm-hmm.
tastes nice. And she said, "Drink that also." And I drank that also.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Tonight I don't have acid reflux. This is freaking
Wow.
crazy. And I'm really, because it like sometimes they say, you know, that if you're stressed out,
Mm-hmm.
you have more acid reflux. Well, I'm very stressed out because I'm watching this this election and it's not going my way. So I'm a Democrat and this thing's not working my way. We're losing big time. So well, we still have time, but it doesn't look good. So, so, so now, can you figure that one out? So, and I'm not having acid reflux. Usually, when I'm upset or when I'm, you know. So, anyway, what can I tell you? So I was very happy that I went to see. I think it's this week. I'm taking over my health again. I'm
Yes.
taking it over from my husband, who doesn't believe in it. Yeah. Oh God. Let me tell you, this doesn't look good. The house is 59, and we're screwed. And the Senate is 35. I'm sorry, but no. All right. I love Obama. Why can't he come back? Can he please come back? Please. I'll pay his salary. Just come back.
Yeah.
Oh God. Anyway, that's over. Next. You used to stop watching this.
Well, the plus is that you don't have acid reflux, so um,
Yeah, that's the only
that's
plus.
amazing.
Yeah.
So when you tell your husband about this experience, do you think he will believe it, or do you think it
Oh,
will motivate him to um take a step into worrying about his health?
well, he'll believe it, but he's, you know, I don't know. When you have been out of shape, my husband believes in working his head, not his
Mm-hmm.
legs, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
he really works his head, the poor thing. He really does. He works his head
Mm-hmm.
so hard. And so, whatever. So, hopefully, this guy is going to have a different approach, because most of the trainers have an approach of give me 10, give me 5, da
Mm-hmm.
da da. And that doesn't work with somebody who, hasn't been to the gym for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
So your plan is to stay committed to becoming healthy and encourage your husband little by little, and having the personal trainer meet your husband as
I'm
well.
hoping so, yes. I'm
Okay.
hoping so.
So what do you think will be the outcome if your husband decides to become healthy with you and take
Oh,
this?
I would love that. Well, he lost like 20 pounds recently
Wow,
because,
that's amazing.
yeah, it's pretty good. So hopefully, I mean, I hope to God he will agree to go to the gym every day, even for
Mhm.
every other day. I'll take every other day, okay, for like an hour or 45 minutes. That will be very good, because then that will give me something to do with him. We'll do
Mhm.
it together. It doesn't have to be only him or only me.
Hmm. That's a nice way to look at it. So if you tell him about that approach, how do you think he would react? If you say, "I would like you to be in the gym so we can spend more time together."
uh Well, it's easy if we were put in one place. It's much easier to adhere to a routine. But
Mhm.
since we're not in one place all the time, so, it's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
It's hard when you fly, and it's hard.
Mhm. And I can agree with that. Um, well, I know over this session we discussed you becoming healthier as an individual and your plans to encourage your husband to take the same steps that you're taking. Um, I'm going to conclude the session, but before we conclude it, would you like anything else to discuss?
No, thank you very much. That was it.
Okay. Well, I'll see you next time we'll meet.
Thank you.
All right. So now we can go straight through, and I can be the client. You can be the therapist.
Carl, I need to put this down because in 2 minutes I'm gonna start crying.